just finished watching The Walking Dead season finale, and my goodness, I'm trying to recover. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's a lot. It's a lot to process of what actually happened in this episode. I mean, it was an hour and a half episode. It was a lot of things going on. I don't know. What was your take?
I think my initial reaction to the whole episode, I am just really frustrated with this season. I felt that I've been very frustrated with our group of survivors the entire season. I felt like they kept on making choices that were just not the right choices. And I get it, we need to have a story, but especially this particular ending that how they left it's even more frustrating. Yes. Because even though they didn't give us cool.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to the ending in a minute, right? Because obviously that's where we left off, was the ending. But just to recap the beginning of the episode, there was a lot of things going on. The whole what do we got? We got the Carol and the Morgan storyline, side story. I like those characters together because they have like a yin and yang. Even though Carol's kind of like in a crossroads of who she is at the moment. She could see she's kind of processing, like she doesn't want to kill. That's why she doesn't want to be with the people that she loves, because she knows if she stays with them, she's going to have to kill, and she doesn't want to, so she'd rather be alone. And Morgan's telling her that life is precious. Things are gonna happen, but you have to live your life. Respect life. I think that was his message, pretty much, right?
But it's also in a way that Morgan has also been where she's at. He's been at this crossroads, and so it's almost like they can definitely learn from each other. So I do like them together. I am very interested and curious to find out who those two guys at the end were, with all the entire gear.
Right.
They don't look like they're survivors.
Definitely not survivors.
Part of Negan's group in that sense. They look like they're survivors, that they have their own group.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how they come into play.
Yeah, new players.
Yeah, exactly.
New players on the field,
and one thing that they really never got back to this season, I don't know if you noticed, but it was the whole, wolves. What happened to them? Where are they?
I think
we haven't seen them since the last, several episodes since they attacked Alexandria.
Yeah. Well, I think once that story was done, they're done. They.
I felt like it was a lot.
I think they got scattered. I mean, that what we saw when they attacked Alexandria was it. There's no more. Whoever left was done.
It was kind of like a very just wah kind of ending.
Yeah,
like nothing really happened to their group. We never got to see who they really were. And last season they teased them as this very scary group, this ominous kind of type of group that we were supposed to fear, and then they just kind of drifted into the background. So very interested to see if they ever come back.
That's one of those loose threads that we don't know what actually happened to the survivors of the wolves, if there were more wolves, but that's where they left us. So that's obviously one thing that they can maybe come back to next season. Besides that, there was the fact that Maggie was sick, and they were trying to get her to the hilltop, but at every turn they got thrown back by the saviors. And I think that was just to show us the power of the saviors, of Negan and his group, because there was a lot. I mean, if you count, there was different roads, and there was at least 16, 20 people deep at each place, and then they had the chain of zombies, which was a cool scene. And as Rick said, they were shooting at their feet, so they weren't trying to kill them; they were trying to corral them, right?
And push them into a certain area where they ended up. And it was teasing. They were playing with them.
Yeah.
They were trying to see if they would actually go, and they did. I mean, they ended up going to where they wanted them to, and that just goes to show how organized, how detailed, and it shows how many people they actually do have, that Negan has in his group. I mean, not only counting the people that were at every stop, but also how many people were watching them and observing them. And, those people we don't even see. We don't even know how long they had actually been watching our group of Rick's group. They probably were watching them for several weeks since this whole thing started. Just trying to get a sense of who they were and what exactly they were going to do when faced with certain obstacles. So it goes to show what a strong group Negan's group really is.
Which leads us to the ending, the final 10 minutes of the show, when they actually realize that it was a trap and they're surrounded by the saviors and Negan finally comes out. Obviously, that's one of those things where you're sitting there. I'm literally on the edge of my seat because you know something is gonna happen, and he comes out all smooth with a smile on his face, but there's something up, and you know what he has to do, and he basically puts it all out there. He laid the rules of the game down, at least in his eyes, that you took out some of my people. We can't have that, but I need you guys to work for us. Whatever you have, we want half of it. And he said straight up, I'm gonna kill one of you. And I'm thinking okay, who can it be? Which one of our group? Because I don't want to lose anybody, obviously, but somebody's gonna go.
Somebody has to go.
Somebody has to go.
They have to go. At least in this world that they live in. I know that if I were Negan, I am definitely taking somebody out. Definitely. Just to show that I mean business. And that's the kind of attitude Negan comes with. He doesn't care why you were trying to get to the hilltop. He doesn't care that Maggie's dying. He doesn't care that you guys have suffered. He's been through it. We don't know that much of his background just yet.
Basically, what he needs to let you know that he needs something that you have. That's how they survive. They take from other people. As he said, he's not growing a farm. He's gonna take, and he's gonna keep you alive just long enough for you to give him what they need. I'm sorry. Which leads us to the very, very last scene. It's guaranteed 100% controversial because he's gonna kill somebody. He's trying to decide who it's gonna be, and he basically goes eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
He does that. He actually does do that. So.
And you can see he's looking at somebody. He swings the bat. He swings Lucille, and somebody's dead. And fade to black, right? That was it. And we have no idea who it's gonna be. We have our theories of who it could be, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Scott Gimple, that's messed up. I get why you're doing it. You want us to be talking about this all summer because it's not coming back till October, but that's not cool, man.
I mean, we were just watching, Talking Dead,
yes,
and he was on there with Chris Hardwick, and he said it himself. Scott Gimple said it that them revealing who died is the beginning of season 7 because it changes our group of people, and it does. I mean, anybody can tell you that it will. But
it will tell us if you show us who killed him or if you don't. But if you show us who killed him, who he killed. I mean,
it was.
It's gonna change no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very unsatisfying episode, unsatisfying, I guess, because you actually, I don't want them to die, obviously, but this is the kind of world. I mean, when you become a fan of The Walking Dead, people are going to die. It's just part of the whole thing. But it felt very anticlimactic.
And you're gonna draw it out all summer, just like you did with Glenn at the mid-season finale. Did he or did he not die?
Yeah.
That Deus Ex Machina where he falls on top and the zombies coming out and he went under the trash bin. Come on.
And then somehow he survived for 3 days under there. Yeah, it was too much. I felt like they already did that once this season, and then they did it again, and then for us to have to wait an entire year, or at least until October, November when they come back.
Halloween is usually when they come
it's
back.
really frustrating.
Around that time period.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. So I mean, I get it. I understand storyline wise why they made the decision, but as a fan and as an avid watcher of The Walking Dead, it was very unsatisfying because I was ready. I was ready to shed tears and ready to just be emotional about it, and it just felt like
no tears.
Nothing.
More, it was anger because you did not tell us.
Yeah.
You.
It's very frustrating.
Frustrating
Frustrating to the max. This whole season like
This-
I was saying, has been frustrating.
This
Yeah.
is the blue balls of TV shows. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, too much. It's too much.
But that's our take on it.
Yeah. It was still a good season. I do like where they're going. I am very, very interested to see
Yeah.
what happens and how Negan plays into everybody.
Jeffrey
And-
Dean Morgan is amazing.
Amazing cast.
He's
amazing,
on screen for 5 minutes, and I'm captivated by the guy.
Yeah.
Just that smile and the way he talks. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
captivated. But
Yeah.
but like I said, that's our take. So why don't you tell us what you guys thought about the episode? If you have any comments, leave it down below, and we would love to hear, and we could have a discussion for the next 8 months or 6 months or however long it's gonna be.
Yeah, we'll definitely have
hey,
another episode
Yeah.
about The Walking Dead. We are going,
Hey, and,
hopefully to Comic-Con and
yeah, Fear the Walking Dead is next week, so maybe we have to
Exactly.
start something about that.
Yeah, exactly. So
But-
we'll see.
yeah,
See
we'll
what
see
what we pick up, and hopefully, if we get any other more news, we'll definitely do a pre-Walking Dead season 7, episode just to see and lay out what we think is going to happen. I hope you guys will join us.
All right. Well, for now, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye bye.